So I've let that first coat of varnish cure overnight, and it's nice and dry now. So that's been down since probably about 15 hours now. So within the 24-hour window for recoating. I ideally would sand it in between coats. I'm not going to. I've given the sanding equipment back. So what I'm going to do is just give it a quick vacuum, get rid of any dust that might have settled on it overnight or any loose bits, and then I'll crack on with the second coat of varnish. So that's after a second coat of varnish. You can start to appreciate that the shine's really starting to come out, which is great. So seeing the light reflecting there, there's a lot of surface imperfections. I'm not going to get a mirror finish out of this, and that was never the goal, but all I wanted was a nice, respectable looking floor. So that's two coats. I'll put a third on, but pretty happy with how that's coming up. I'll walk away from that. I laid that on a fair bit thicker than the first coat to try and achieve that shine. So I've probably in that process used about 1500 mils of varnish to cover 13.5 square meters. So on the upper end of what the manufacturer recommends on the varnish there, but I'm only doing a small area, so I can afford to be a bit liberal with the application of that varnish. So I'll let that dry. I'm actually unfortunately leaving a lot of bits of fluff out of that applicator in the varnish, so that's a bit of a shame. I did take some time to try and defluff that one, but it was a new one. I worked out pretty quickly that trying to clean varnish out of these things is a bit of a pain, and for $8 each it was easier just to throw that away, and I've got a third one for the third coat. So not the most environmentally friendly thing, but the one that I used for the first coat picked up a lot of splinters as well, so it had splinters set in varnish in it, and I figured that was just going to scratch when I was trying to use it again. So chuck that one away, start it again, but for the third coat I'll make sure that I take some time to really get all the fluff out of that. But anyway, that's the progress. I'll show you again when I've done the final coat.